coming soon. Until then, enjoy the vibes.
My baby, your body's on fire. Hey, body's on fire. Johnson. My baby, your body's on fire. Hey, body's on fire. My baby, your body's on fire. Yeah. Not bedu with the da. Me, I no get time at the da. Dada cover my face, calling me la da. Biggie man, we know the where I bada. Man, what's it come? Chewbacca, all the penny, we can ride the wind, and the beat, die for nothing, my nigga. What's it come? Chewbacca, all the belly, the galley, ride the wind, I know it, die for nothing. Make you no say anything when you do, they must commentate.
I can't come and kill myself.
Anything when I do, what they try to do on my way.
I can't come and kill myself.
Plenty survive we face, just to make sure money day. All my people that go say I know one buy, I know one time. I know one payment, I want enjoy, I want jump life, I want buy me food, I want build house, I still want to know. Tell me, money come, what's it come? Chewbacca, all the penny, they get it, ride the money, I know it, die for nothing. My nigga, what's it come? Chewbacca, all the penny, they get it, ride the money, I know it. Different things them happening, schemes and packaging. In a one night for shows I'm juggling. Flow like the ocean, my boat I'm paddling. Shadashin up Ella, that's my bro, my family. Goes in chains. When it comes to money, I take concentrate. Like I tell you straight, you are not my mate. If you become mission, I be head of state. All my people then go say I know one fight, I know one time, I know one payment. I want enjoy, I want jump life, I want buy motor, I want build house, I still want to know. Tell me, my nigga, what's it come? Chewbacca, all the belly, lick at it, ride the money, and the beat, die for nothing. My nigga, what's it come? Chewbacca, all the belly, lick at it, ride the money, and the beat, die for nothing. Oluwa Bana, yeah.
All right. Hello to everybody. I'm glad that you are here. I'm not really going to go down the line and speak to everyone because I really just want to get to the point of what I need to say. I'm also not going to be dropping the link today. And also, I do have this up saying don't ask me any questions. And that's only because I do not want to get sidetracked. And I want to make sure that I'm sticking to the points of what I need to say. So I don't even really know where to start, even though, to be honest, the truth doesn't need any help. A lot of people have been sitting back and looking at me like I'm crazy because I've been quiet. I've been accused of many different things. Thank you, Christopher W. I also seen a list and it had my name on it about, sending pictures and all of this different stuff. And I know that everyone's tired of Picturegate. I'm tired of it as well. But when the day when Pizarro was talking about it, and I went up and I hit the link, yes, I inserted myself in because I remembered that day. I feel like we've already been through all of that, so I don't think I need to explain that whole part of the story again. And I know that some people actually use real receipts, and some people use people for receipts. They use people to be their witnesses and things of that nature. So I already knew that that was going to put me in a position, but it put me in an uncomfortable position because even though I don't really owe Benz anything or anything like that, this is YouTube. I don't have a beef with her. She's never done anything to me. So I really had no reason to start mess with her or to tell any personal business that happened or was said behind the scenes. Okay, so let's move this and let's fast forward this a little bit. Okay, if I need to go back to that, I'll go back to that. But for right now, I just want to go forward. So when Kimmy went to go do her, when she went to go do her live, before she even did her live, if you guys can remember, we were on that, what was it, 13-hour live, right? But I didn't know at the time that StreamYard will only record for 11 hours and 55 minutes. So on that particular day when we were all talking or whatever, they were going back and forth and stuff like that. And if you guys notice, I kept on saying, like, can't we just dead this or whatever? Because one, it's never a good look to bring forth behind StreamYard conversations and all that. It doesn't come across right? So I was just like, and I remember the day, I remember what was said, but it wasn't something that I was holding on to, meaning that I thought I was going to need that information for another day. So it never was that deep for me, but I do remember, the conversation and all that, and picture this and whatever. So anyway, so as we're sitting on my live or whatever, and she said she was going to go live because, remember, she almost in so many ways was trying to intimidate Benz in a way of saying, if I play you and you're going to hear yourself say it with your own words, and, it's all the word play and all the production. And I get it. You know what I'm saying? Being entertaining and all that other stuff. Sometimes people will use so much wordplay that you almost forget what the topic is or what's really going on. Okay. But for me, when I've been quiet, like when I was on MU's panel and I was being quiet, it wasn't that I was confused. I was taking in everything that was going on. And sometimes you just have to be slow to speak, right? So as we were on my panel, that long live or whatever, at this point, I was told who sent the pictures to Tracy. Okay. Do you guys remember that long live that I did? And do you remember me being like, oh my God? Do you remember me and Joyce doing all of that? We were doing all of that. Oh my God, this, that, and the other thing, right? So so what happened is Kimmy told me that, Kimmy told us that Ben sent the pictures to Tracy, right? Ben sent the pictures to Tracy. So are we all caught up where we're supposed to be right now? So then Kimmy goes live days later, because at this point, people are dragging me, people are bringing me into it. They're saying all this other crazy stuff. And I'm like, well, you said you're going to go live and clear this up, and you haven't gone live. Like the day I did the 13-hour live, she kept acting like she was going live. Oh, I'm gonna do this around this time. And then it was, oh, I'm tired. I ain't got time. Da 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 da. Right. So by the time she goes live, at this point, I'm a little ticked off. I hit her link, and if you guys can remember, I'm saying stuff to her like, you're being loyal to other people, but who's going to be loyal to you, right? So, I mean, when I tell you I didn't about cuss Benz out like a dirty dog, I'm hotter than fish grease with Tracy, because I'm like, you're here protecting her and you're doing this and you're doing that. And I know right now what people are going to say is, well, we don't believe you. Kimmy didn't tell you that Benz sent the pictures to Tracy. That's what a lot of people are going to say. But let me move this. Okay, I don't know what's going on with StreamYard, child. Hold on, y'all. Okay, I gotta get this off the comments off the screen. What does that say right there? So that was a group chat. Kimmy, basically Kimmy YouTube, Joyce. Benz sent Tracy the pictures. Tracy said it behind the scenes. So as I'm there watching Kimmy's live, I'm still believing this because this is what she told me. I don't have a reason to doubt what she said. For what reason? You know, why would somebody volunteer, you know, a lie or something like that? So during this time, she's like, you know, you want to wake it up, Tracy, you want to wake it up, you want to wake it up, you want to do this, you want to do that. And I didn't see Tracy hitting a link or anything like that. So at this point, I'm like, and let me just say this right quick. I know y'all probably might not mean to do it, but do not call me while I'm here on this live. Do not text me while I'm on this live. It's distracting. I don't want to be distracted. I don't want to have to come back to repeat anything. It's going to be a one and done, and that's it. So I don't want to have any interruptions right now, please. So after she says this, later on, somebody said, well, Tracy was in the chat. Oh my Jesus. Let me cut my phone off because I can't do it. Give me 1 second, y'all. Okay. So, see, I forgot. Where the fuck was I at? Oh, okay. So she said that Tracy had, you know, Tracy da-da-da. So after this, somebody said, well, Tracy was in the chat and Tracy was clearing Ben's name. Tracy was saying that Ben's didn't do it. And I'm like, what? So I'm even more mad because to me, in my head, I'm like, so what? Tracy's gonna let Kimmy take the fall for this? This is how I'm thinking. But at the same time, the lights are coming on. The lights are coming on. I'm starting to see that this is not right. So I even hit up Joyce, right? And I say, Joyce, I don't like the fact that she's saying this only to find out that that's not what the truth was. I don't need anybody to volunteer lies to me, okay? So after this, because this was the screenshots where she, you know, she was sending back to me saying like, she said she was going to leave it alone, this, that, and the other thing or whatever, right? So even after all of this, I took it like this. I clicked the link on Pizarro's. I should have just stayed out of it, right? But again, I knew my name was going to be brought up in it because I know how she uses receipts. So then I said, well, you know what? As long as nobody lies on me, then I'll take the L and I'll just shut up and I'll just walk away and I won't say a word and it'll be just whatever, right? So in between then, I did speak to Joyce a couple of maybe texts, and then I called her on the phone and I told her I did not like how things were going. I said, because I'm out here getting dragged and it's looking like I'm a part and taking part with these pictures. I don't have nothing to do with it. I said, she's telling us one thing and then this person is saying this, and she's not standing on what she said, because she basically said, I'm gonna go live and I'm gonna say these things, and she went live and she didn't say any of that at all. So then when I then questioned her, now remember, she says, Tracy said it behind the scenes. So then I said, go ahead and tell it. Tracy is going to turn on you anyway. Then the story turns to, she told it to a mutual party with receipts, and it was sent to me. Benz committed a crime. Now, I see people speaking with Kimmy and talking about speaking to Kimmy and saying, you know, Shelly's playing in your face and she's doing this and she's doing that. You know, they're doing all this behind the scenes and backdoor this and backdoor that. So I'm going to move on to the next thing because, like I said, so I'm gonna move on to the next thing because, like I said, I just want to keep to what I need this to be, and I'm done with it, right? So Jay Wilson goes live. I don't remember the name of his live, but it was the last live that I was at. Today's Sunday, so I'm gonna say I think it was Friday. I go in the live, in Jay Wilson's live, and I see, you know, everybody, Joyce, other people or whatever. So I'm speaking to everybody or whatever. Benz comes in Jay Wilson's live, and Benz says, hey, Shells. I respond back, and I said, hello, Benz, and I use my regular emojis that I was given and sending to everybody, right? The minute that I spoke to Benz, Joyce blocked me, okay? So in Jay Wilson's live, I'm hearing Jay Wilson have these conversations with Joyce, and I'm like, I don't even see Joyce anymore, but Joyce was there in the beginning. So then I asked for the link, and then I said, never mind, because like I said, I want to be clear about something, and I've said this before. I have friends in real life, so I'm never going to press nobody to be my friend. You get what I'm saying? That's not going to happen. I know how to walk away and have walked away. Me and Joyce have been down this road before, and I went about my own business, and I ain't never had to do none of that other stuff, right? But instead, I stood here, and people have come to me and they've told me different, you know, things that was being said or whatever. And instead of me just taking anybody's word, because at this point, you see what I'm saying? I can't just take somebody's word for it. I got to go check for myself, right? So I go to check to see, you know, exactly what is going on. And it's all of this where trying to turn my moderators away from me, which I don't own anybody. And in fact, I will be unmodding a whole bunch of people, and I'll pretty much be starting over type of thing, because, you know, it is true when you have people who mob for other people. Sometimes people feel like they have to make a choice. Joyce went live and she was saying, I ride with Kimmy and I'm loyal to Kimmy and all this other stuff. So let me tell you this, Joyce. Let me tell you this, Joyce. You should feel like a goddamn fool. Okay? Now, my goal is not to be nasty or anything like that, but I'm telling you the facts. Okay? Now, Kimmy told me, and she didn't even have enough courtesy to tell me by myself. Kimmy told me that she didn't even want to be your friend, Joyce. Kimmy told me the only reason why she was friends with you was because of me. I swear to God, I put that on my kid's life. I put that on my dear brother and my nephew who passed last year. There are people in my chat right now who were present during that conversation. I put that on my life. If I am lying, let God strike me dead. Let me die right now and take my kids with me. She said she had been ignoring you when you were calling her, that you will $10 and $10 her to death and asking for money. She didn't like you basically using your child and all of that other stuff that you do, right? Okay. So this is exactly what I said, because I'm going to be honest, right? If you ask me, have I been loyal to Joyce? I have. 110%. Have I been loyal to Kimmy? No. I've been loyal to a certain degree, but not really, because I've been very apprehensive about her. And there were times when I'm like, Joyce, you're looking like a fool. You need to stop jumping out here, doing all this defending because this, that, and the other thing. So I am telling you right here, right now, my part. But when it comes to Joyce, I have rode for Joyce. I have backed Joyce. And I'm not going to sit here because it's not about me bragging about I did this or I did that, right? So when you decided that, okay, I'm going to block Shelly and I'm going to ride with Kimmy, the joke is on you. Now, you also talked about 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, or whatever, right? Something about loyalty. Let me tell you and let me show you something about loyalty. And when I get done with this, I'm going to end this live, and I don't care who says what afterwards. I don't give a damn. I don't want anybody telling me. I don't want nobody telling me nothing, because I am done with these 2 individuals, okay? All right, so let me go ahead and share my screen because it was too much to put in my dashboard. So let's go with this. So on one of the times that Joyce flipped on me, right? For no reason. I paid Joyce for a makeup class in 2021, a makeup class that I never got. When I wanted to get the makeup class, she was in between moving, something that she's always doing. I'm not loyal. I can sit here and tell so many stories about loyalty and how I was loyal to you, Joyce. Loyal to you. And even when all this came up, I didn't say, hey, don't do this, nothing. I just stepped back. I've been quiet. I haven't said a word, okay? So this is the makeup class that I paid for. Nobody else was interested but me. If my friends is doing something, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to try to support, right? Did I ever get a class? No. Did I ever get any tips? No. Did I ever get my money back? Absolutely fucking not. Okay? So let me stop the screen. Let me go to another. This happened. Me and Joyce fell out, I think 1 or 2 more times after that, and I've never brought that up. And that's from 2021, but you're talking about loyalty. We're in 2024, and I never brought that up. But you're talking about loyalty with a person who said they didn't even want to be your friend, okay? Now hold on. Let me move on to the next exhibit. Because if I was to say that I wasn't getting annoyed with the request for money, Joyce, I was. And I can be honest with that because you're not the only one. It's a lot of people on this app. They're always asking for money. I don't know where people think I'm getting it from. And it doesn't matter where I'm getting it from or where I have it from. I don't owe anybody anything. Okay. So this is one of the times where Joyce didn't even pick up the phone or call me or anything, but request $50. Loyalty. Another request here for, oh shit, it didn't come up, y'all. Sorry. StreamYard is acting janky. Oh, y'all, my thing won't, okay, hold on. And to be honest, all of this happened because I would not go along with a lie. I'm playing in faces because I won't go with a lie and add a whole bunch of extra stuff and say that Benzo said this and Benzo said that. No, I'll say exactly what she said, which I said, well, yeah, that happened, this or that, but I'm not going to add no whole bunch of extra shit. I don't go around lying on people. I don't go around just trying to hurt people for no reason or anything. Okay. I don't do that. I don't think it'll let me move to the next one. Hold on, y'all. There are times, and I'm not doing any of this to embarrass you or anything like that. I'm not. But all that stuff that you out here doing and cheerleading, which is fine, you can do that. But when you're throwing shots at me and doing things like that, when I've been nothing but loyal to you, nothing but loyal to you, even down trying to get you brand, what is it called, with companies, with the outfits and all that other stuff. That was a whole nother mess. You know what I'm saying? Kimmy said, you're lazy and you don't want to earn money. Did she set up a whole a day and a time with you to sit on a, I don't know if it was going to be a Zoom or StreamYard or whatever, and give you a, I can't think of the name of it, but it's like, you know, when you present like a package, if a company comes to you and you offer them like a media kit, you said you put a whole media kit for her together and she didn't even bother to show up or know nothing. Okay. So you said you've been done with her. I'm not going to speak on what you said about the rest of your friends because I don't really give a damn. You get what I'm saying? I don't care this. So you talk about loyalty, right? But how many times have you called me and said that you didn't even have food to eat for dinner and I sent you money? That's not a lie. I would have never even came and said anything about it. But how dare you sit and talk about loyalty when I have been nothing but loyal to you. And when your friend stood there and said she didn't even want to be your friend, I didn't want to come to you and hurt your feelings or anything, because I was like, well, okay, maybe she's just tired of you asking her for money. So I was like, well, I can understand. She says, I've been done with Joyce. Now, this is just one of the part of the histories. Joyce, you have the rest of it, right? I don't care what she's going to counter, okay? Because the truth does not need any explanation. And what I already know what's going to happen is a bunch of wordplay and a whole bunch of this screenshot and so hit the link and I don't see, I'm up here by myself. I don't need anybody to hit a link. I don't need anybody to back me up. I stand alone, and I can stand alone. And anything that I said in text messages, I don't care who it was about, because of course, she wants you to hate everybody that she hates. So anything that I said, before I take it away, I'll add something to it. Okay? So, because I already know where this is, you want to do a receipt party, I am the queen of receipts. And I give you permission to drop all receipts, audio, text messages, or whatever. I don't have to get down and dirty like that. I don't have to get down and dirty like that. But you sat here and you said Tracy sent those pictures to Ben's. Ben sent the pictures to Tracy. Those are your words. Tracy said it behind the scenes. Those are your words, Kimmy. So I don't think there's anything really further for me to say. I really don't. There's nothing really extra for me to say or whatever. I don't need to know anything that she's over there saying. I mean, my number that already got leaked, already got people calling my phone that I never gave them my number or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. I don't have to talk on it. I don't have to say anything that's disrespectful. I don't have to do that. She cannot lie on me. She cannot lie on me. She cannot lie on me. She can do whatever she wants to do. If you all choose to believe it, that is your business. I'm not going to convince you. I'm not going back and forth about this. I'm not going to do it. And I even spoke with her a couple of times and I said, Kimmy, I wish you had not brought this up. This was an unnecessary issue. It was an unnecessary. I don't go and start beefs with people just for no reason. Whether I like them or don't like them. I'm not going to come to YouTube and get a whole bunch of stuff going. So y'all can believe whatever y'all want to believe. You can listen to whatever you want to listen to. I can sit here and I can go back and forth and I can talk about things that's been said or whatever. And even with Joyce, you should be ashamed of yourself, because you know what I'm saying is the God's honest truth. The only truth that you don't know is how she said she didn't want to be your friend. And I put that my right hand to God. I put that on my kid's life. She said she was tired of you and did not want to be your friend. And it was only because of me. So I'm not going to get into I helped Joyce this time or whatever, because listen, it is what it is, right? But the nerve of you to talk about somebody being unloyal. So I feel like now I've said what I needed to say. Um, yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. And if we're gonna be honest, I don't believe you got married either. If we want to be nasty about it, I ain't really I get all deep into a whole bunch of crap or whatever. But I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? So I'm done. Um, the way I was treated, I kind of like, I could expect this from Kimmy, but for Joyce to do all of this and then hit up people and I gotta talk to you behind the scenes, and you did all of this for a bitch who said she was tired of you and didn't want to be your friend. And that's not no, oh, she just told me and it was just me and her. If I'm lying, Kimmy, put that on your grandmother's life. Unless you're lying about your grandmother being living still. Put it on your mama. Put it on your grandmama. Put it on your life that you didn't say that about Joyce. You claim to love God so much. Put it on God. Put it on God. Okay? No, I actually, after she blocked me in Jay Wilson's live, because I couldn't see her, I actually text her. And I had the text right here. And I said, did you block me? No response. And it all came down to it because I would not go along with this lie. I was supposed to make it seem like that Ben said she had the coochie pictures and everybody had the coochie pictures or whatever the case may be. Right? So, like I said, anyone that I don't see come in to my live, this moderators, I'm just going to start taking those wrenches away because I get it. People have to make a choice and they have to make a decision who they're going to be loyal to and all that other kind of stuff. And I'm not pressing anybody to do anything. I am free. I am free and I am free. This subject is done for me. So for people who were wondering why I was so invested in this, is because this is what she told me. Benz sent the pictures to Tracy. So, yeah, and it's very cultish behavior. It's very much sis, call me up. I gotta and all of this kind of stuff. Like, who does that? Who does that? There are people here who mod for me and mod for Kimmy. I never hit those people up and said, hey, you have to make a choice. You got to make a decision and you got to do this and you got to do that. But it's always been that with her. First is with if you in ZX's chat, you can't be her moderator and you can't be in her this and that and all this stuff. Listen, I want to be free. I don't want to have to not like somebody because somebody else don't like somebody, or you can't be here because of somebody. I don't go along with the get along. I don't. And guess what? We did not even have to be here right now. Had she just went on, like her and Joyce, they could have went on off into the sunset. But the fact that they were doing all of these shots and all in heart and comments where people are saying that I'm behind doing some stuff. Let me tell you something. I've done a lot of things that I am not proud of. I have, but I have strived every single day, every single week, and every single month to not allow this social media to change me for who I am, right? So at the end of the day, I don't care if Misunderstood gave her pictures out to 10 million fucking people. I don't think it's funny for somebody else to post it up. And if you ask me, I believe that Kimmy is the one that sent the pictures to Tracy. Because when I have to sit back and look, You claim you like this person, you claim you like that person, but you're every place playing somebody against the other person. You're calling Jay Wilson, telling him to warn Tracy about Misunderstood, but then you're on the phone with Misunderstood saying that this one said this, and then you're here doing this. You always talking about can't nobody out YouTube you. You're not as good as you think you are. And I know you got to pump yourself up before your videos to do what you need to do or whatever to go along with this little persona or whatever. And I don't know what it is about you that makes you so miserable. I don't know if it's because you're bearing. I don't know if that's what it is. I said I wasn't going to say anything personal or personal attacks, but I'm just saying I don't know what it is that's eating you up. I don't know what trauma it is that you're stuck in, because you also have an obsession with Bree. I know Bree hates my guts. Fuck Bree. It is what it is. Me and Bree don't see it for each other. Whatever. But I'm glad that Brianna has inspired you to go ahead and start Ozempic. I hope you lose your weight and you can stand up and touch your toes and do all that other stuff and find something to do with yourself. Okay? All right? That's it, and that's all. I am so serious, guys. Do not email me. Don't tell me about anything. I don't need to know it. Any mods that I don't see, I will be taking away wrenches. If they want to get it back, we can talk about it. It's not personal. Okay? So a lot of times when people, Ozempic. Yeah, she's in here. So all of that stuff that you do and who you do it with, you don't scare me. I've been on here and I done battled with the best of them. You try to pick who you see are easy targets. People see me and they see me by myself. So it's, oh, I'm going to come up against her because although this is the army, it is army because it is soldier of one. It means I stand alone and by myself. Okay. So, or it could be because I'm going to Florida next month and we were supposed to meet up. So whatever it is that you don't want to stand up on camera, maybe you just wanted to sabotage everything because you wanted to come up with an excuse, but you didn't have to do that. All you had to say is, hey, I don't want to meet up with you. It's just that simple. Okay. That's it. And that's all, guys. I love you all. And this is my story. This is my truth. I have no more to say. I won't even say I wish well, because any person who says that they're soulless and claims that they praise and they're all about God, any person that can play with God and say that they're going to leave their content alone and go in a direction of God, and yet all they do is come on here and start fights with people who haven't said anything to them, people who haven't bothered them. Did they sit and they play in faces of people who go out here and windmill for them? If she said this stuff about Joyce, can you imagine what she said about the rest of her do boys and do girls? But you'll never hear me explain that, because those are also people that I haven't done anything to, and they sit around and attack me back to back for no reason. Continue to do it. I'm many things. Weak ain't one of them. I love you all. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Bye-bye.
But if I your body, girl, I don't mind. Cause not only you in my mind, oh. Girl, you too fine, well, light, I lie. Me, I know the lie, oh. See, not only you in my head, oh. Yeah, only you in my head, oh. See, now you they cause confusion in my head, yeah. Me, I know the lie, you're my fantasy. You're my fantasy. Only you in my head, oh. Only you in my head, oh. See, now you they cause commotion in my head, oh. Me, I know the lie, you're my fantasy, yeah. Going on inside. Is this reality? Oh yeah. Cause I don't wanna wake up from this dream. Them say something must kill a man. Oh, na, na, na. But if not your body, girl, I don't mind. Oh, yeah. Cause not only you in my mind, oh. Yeah, yeah. See you to find me, I know the liar. Not only you in my head, oh. Yeah, only you in my head, oh. See now you they cause confusion in my head, oh. Yeah, me I know the liar, my me I know the liar. Only you in my head, only you in my head, oh. See now you they cause commotion in my head, oh. Yeah, me I know the liar, my fantasy. See now only you in my head, only you in my head, oh. See now you they cause confusion in my head, oh. Me I know the liar, I know the lie. Only you in my head, oh. Yeah, only you in my head, oh. See now you they cause commotion in my head, oh. Me I know the liar, my fantasy.